I want to show you how I got from this to this. There's almost 90-pound difference between these two bodies. Hello everybody, my name is Danny Faraj. I'm an online coach and my first client was me. I coached myself to put on 40 pounds of muscles over the past 4 years. Before I get started, if you are ready to change your trajectory of your life, shed those pounds, gain the confidence that you want in an engineering manner, there's a link in the description. You can have a chat with me and see if I can add you to my workout program. I'm going to show this first picture again. Here, I was 20 years of age at 180 pounds. That time is when COVID hit and I had nothing to do but simply eat and go to the gym. And that's exactly what I did. The first year of my working out was dirty bulk. It was ugly and I learned from it. This is why I'm here, to tell you my mistakes to avoid them. From March 2020 till about April of 2021, I gained almost 80 pounds. I got from 180 pounds all the way to 260 pounds. I reached a fat percentage of 34%. I don't know how accurate the handheld machine is. I would say it's between 3 to 5% accuracy range. So even if I'm off, even if I'm off 5%, 30% body fat is a no joke. I was a fat panda, to say the least. I had all types of acne, I had depression, anxiety, you name it. That's what happens when someone puts 80 pounds. Not even half that weight is in muscles. So at that point forward, I decided to double down and bulk cleanly. And that triggered my recomposition. For the next 16 months, I was able to maintain 260 pounds. But I went from 30% or 34% body fat all the way down to 26% body fat. At that point, summer of 2022 came in and I decided to continue bulking all the way to August of 2022. That's when I reached my peak weight at 277 pounds. At that point, I'm almost 100 pounds more than when I started 2 years ago. Mind you, this amount of changes has been crazy on my mind. And at that point, I was my own planner and my own coach with my workouts and my sleep. So it wasn't the best, but I had to do it. I was easily deadlifting 485. I was easily squatting 405 for reps. I was bench pressing 3 plates, no problem. That was my peak for performance. And after that, after getting all these beautiful numbers, I had injured my back doing deadlifts. I was attempting a 495 and then I had injured my back and I got a herniated disc. I stopped lifting heavy anymore and I started to cut down my weight. So from about November 2022 till about March of 2023, that's when I hit my lowest after my weightlifting, which was at 238 pounds. I dropped an astonishing 40 pounds. This is how I looked when I began, and this is how I looked after I dropped to 238 pounds. That is impressive, I would say. That was the leanest I got. I was super happy with my progress. It was super hard for me to cut down all that weight because I love food, just like most of the people who lift weight, I would assume. At that point, I was like, let me get my certification and I start training people because now I know what I'm doing. Something really important you need to understand, and that is, if you know what you're doing, you're going to save yourself so much time. It took me about 4 years to get from this physique to this physique. It can take you probably a year and a half with consistent training, with clean food, clean dieting, and a strong mindset that cannot be broken. I do not train my clients just to simply do their workouts and so on. I'm there for their mental health as well. Because without the mental stability, you will never be able to achieve any of your fitness goals. You need a mentor in your life for you to achieve your goals. So with that being said, if you want me to go in depth into what are the food that I exactly ate, the compositions, the calorie intake, the exercises, the cardio, all that, let me know in the comments. I will do another in-depth video for that. With that being said, if you are ready to transform your body, there's a link in the description. You can reach out to me, you can have a chat and see if you're a good fit to add you to my workout program. Again, my name is Danny Faraj and thank you guys. See you in the next video. Peace.